What's up? What's up? What's up? How y'all doing today? What's going on? Hello. First of all, let me say this. Y'all don't be texting me. Don't be texting me talking about something you ain't supposed to be late for your own live. First of all, sir, I am on time more than I'm late. And I find it very interesting that you always seem to be around when I'm late. Moving on. Hi, y'all. How y'all doing? Happy Monday. Happy Martin Luther King birthday. Y'all, I was not going to come down here on Martin Luther King birthday with the shenanigans, but I just have to. I'm sorry. Martin Luther King, your good friend, Hosea Williams' granddaughter is out on these good streets acting a fool, and I have to address it. I can't. I just have to. I'm sorry. You and Hosea are up in heaven having a good conversation about her shenanigans. I'm sure y'all are. But we got to get into it. Let me say hi to the people. Let me share this out. And then we're going to jump right into this thing. Because y'all, these people. Well, I shouldn't even say these people. I should say that person, child. Let's get into it. My roll call in the chat. Let's see who's here. Y'all, of course. Hey, Emma. What's up, boo? Hey, CC Freak. Hey. What's up, B-Lo? Little baby, as always. Thank you, boo. CC Freak said, I'm also Dustin Londy, but I'll talk about that when you get there. Okay. You're disappointed in Londy. Oh, okay. We'll get there. I ain't mad. I'm used to you. I don't fool with you, y'all. I ain't even doing it. Hey, Creative Diva. This show was a hot mess. This was a bad life for Porsha. Baby. The Heavenly Kitchen. Hey, The Heavenly Kitchen. How you doing, Mrs. Q? Hey, I'm glad the show Who Is Your Family Matters is over. Ciao. What's up, Tracy? Hey, Miss Trisha, Zap. The word on the curb is that it ain't getting a season 2 either. So I don't know what your backup plan was. New Jones, baby, it's Monday. I know it probably feel like Sunday, but it's Monday, boo. Hey, is that Malicia, man? Hey, Malicia, how you doing? What's up, Star? Mwah. How you doing, baby? Hey, C Golden. Hey, Karen. Y'all, so let's just jump in. Hey, Yolanda. Let's just jump into this mess. So, first of all, we start this episode off where we left off last week with Dennis dropping Pilar off, and baby, he won't come in the house. And Porsha is like, come on in. I want. We need to talk. And Dennis was like, what we need to talk about? And she said, well, we need to talk about, Pilar's surgery tomorrow. He was like, I'm gonna meet y'all there. She said, well, we have to talk about how I guess she was trying to say how it's gonna look or whatever. He said, I'll meet y'all there. She said, you scared to come in the house? He was like, I ain't saying I'm scared to come in the house. I'm just saying I'll meet y'all there. I'm with you too, little baby. I don't blame Dennis a bit. Let me explain to you how much I don't blame Dennis, okay? I don't blame Dennis not one bit about him not wanting to come in that house. I ain't playing with you, Porsha. I'm not playing with you. But it was so funny. Dennis was like, here go Porsha. What you think you're going to turn into a pillar of salt or something if you cross the threshold? I might. Now, while this is going on, we have Auntie Liz talking to Lauren, and she telling Lauren, girl, look, you did the best you could with what you had, and I am proud of you, okay? I am proud of you. You did the best you could with what you had. But some things just can't be fixed in a week. And then I thought it was funny how Aunt Liz was giving credit to Dennis' mama and Dennis, but ain't give no credit to nobody else, right? She was like, and they might have edited that part out because she probably did give other people props, but she definitely gave Miss Gina and Dennis some props on, trying to really be in the spirit of things and really trying to let go of some things and really trying to process what they need to process, right? So she did, CC Freak. She absolutely did. Because Porsha doesn't care about nobody but herself and money. That is the only reason Porsha mess with our men for money. Ooh. For someone who's over Dennis, she sure is trying to get a long time with him. Child. For someone who's over Dennis, she sure keep reminding us that she not. Porsha was the villain and Dennis was the anti-hero. Right. She really made Dennis into a likable guy because here's the reality. A lot of people really weren't feeling Dennis because a lot of people were like, that was messed up for Dennis to do that to to Porsha while she was pregnant. She'd have been better off letting the narrative be what the narrative was. With all of this, she would have been better off letting us believe whatever we thought we believed about how her and Simon got together and what happened. Because you came on here and you proved yourself to just be a liar time and time again. But we're going to get to it. We're going to get to, because there was some lies in this episode too, child. We're going to get to it. So then Auntie Liz said, I need to talk to Dennis. Because I need to give Dennis you are a Black father and you have a legacy speech. She said, I think Dennis is a great dad. And I need to let him know that I don't blame him for anything that happened in Mexico. He was trying to leave a bad situation and he was not allowed to. And I want to talk to him myself and let him know that I don't blame him and that he's a good dad. And she talked about, his legacy and his obligation, what he owes Pilar and what, he needs to do to still be present as a father, even if, and what I feel like she was saying is even if Porsha is still acting a fool. Baby, here go Lauren. Can you call my baby daddy and give him that speech too? Because I'm just saying, he need that speech in his life. Auntie is clearly Team Dennis. And I feel like most of the family on the Williams side is Team Dennis. But again, remember, Porsha didn't really rock with these people like that until now. She didn't grow up with them like that. And listen, we're going to get there because Auntie Liz reminds us of all of that. So then we see Pilar went in for her surgery, and because of COVID restrictions, of course, there were no cameras or anything. And basically, once you in, and that was it, because Dennis and Porsha both said that they were stuck in that room with each other for 2.5 days because it was only supposed to be overnight, but baby girl wouldn't eat. I'm sure her throat was hurting and she was sore. She didn't want to eat none of that food. So they kept her an extra night, and then they finally did let her go home, and she still wouldn't eat. But we'll get back to that. Right. Porsha called these people together for mess and got it. There you go. Mwah, there it is. Oh, it ain't no reunion. Oh, nah, ain't no reunion. Nah, ain't no reunion, baby. Ooh, ain't no reunion. So then, we saw Auntie Liz call Dennis. And let me tell you, and I'm real talk when I say this. That conversation actually choked me up a little bit because I feel like in that moment, Dennis needed that. Dennis needed to know. What's up, Cams? Dennis needed to know that people didn't hate him. Because can you imagine what he walked away with after that situation with her family? It was 2 weeks later. You really haven't heard from anybody on her side of the family. Can you imagine how that was probably sitting with him? And I feel like he needed that, and she told him, I think you are a great father. You are an awesome father. You are a great person. I don't blame you. I love you. Like, y'all, I'm not even bullshitting when I say that conversation choked me up. Like, for real, it choked me up. I was like, wow. You know what I mean? I was like, wow. So, and Dennis was like, I really appreciate the call. And so she said, I want to have breakfast because I want to talk to you. I need to have breakfast with you. And so he said, I'm going to take you up on that invitation. So they're going to have breakfast. But before we get to the breakfast, Porsha meets up with Londy. I can imagine after her whole family jumped him and tried to fight his mama, I wouldn't want to fool with him either. And like you said, no one has apologized to him or Miss Gina. Right, exactly. This was a misconception, unlike some I call BS when I see it, even for those I like or used to like. Oh, okay. Sorry. That's CC Freak and Yaquati's child. But CC Freak, I can respect that. You like Porsha. You a Porsha fan, but when you see bullshit, you call bullshit. I can respect that. I can definitely respect that. So Londy wants to meet up with Porsha. So first of all, she got the robe. Talking about something, I got something for you and I owe you an apology. And first of all, Porsha gonna tell her, nah, I don't want that robe. You get that robe to Dennis. That's his robe. Because Simon said no. See, that's part of the problem right there. Simon shouldn't have to say no. You should be saying no. It ain't mine. It's his. He can have it. But if Simon wasn't making a problem, if Simon didn't have an issue with you still having Dennis's stuff, you'd have took that damn robe. You'd have took that damn robe. But then Londy said, I felt like, I'd never meant for the whole robe situation to blow up the way it did. But when we were trying to talk to you about it and trying to explain, I felt like you weren't hearing me and you were allowing a third person to interject. And she was like, who? And Londy was like, Storm. Like, Storm kept talking and you were basically taking her side. You were allowing her to talk and you weren't allowing me to talk. Child, Porsha ass gonna say, well, she was the closest one to me. Girl, what? She was the closest one to you. Excuse me, ma'am. I'm confused at it. I'm confused at it. So that's how you decide who you defending and who you not defending, is who's sitting the closest to you. So then the cousin apologized to Dennis's mama. Good. So then Londy was saying how she felt like she was basically taken, and she said in her confessional, Porsha likes to play dumb because that was a dumbass answer. And I agree. And we do know that Porsha likes to play dumb. So then Londy says, while we were at Tequila, some other things, the infamous Tequila Day, some other things happened. And Dennis told me that you were the one that told him to fire me. This how I know Porsha ass was lying. Porsha went, then she did that nervous, and then she said, I don't remember that. She didn't come right out and say she didn't say it, just in case Dennis had some sort of proof. Maybe she sent Dennis a text message or something. So she didn't come right out and say, I never said that, just in case there was some sort of proof. But she hit him with the, I don't remember that. Then you tried to flip it on Londy and say, right, who said that? Then you tried to flip it on Londy and say, well, I can't believe you just believe what Dennis said. I mean, why would you just believe him? I mean, just because he said it. I mean, I'm your cousin. You wouldn't believe your cousin over him? Like, it's clear what he's trying to do. He's trying to turn my family against me. That is why she's talking to you, ma'am. She's talking to you because she wants to get your side of it, because she doesn't necessarily want to believe what Dennis had to say. So now you're trying to flip it and gaslight her into, how could you believe that? But she didn't say she believed it. She's asking you about it. So for you to sit here and be like, you shouldn't believe him, why would you believe him? If she believed him, she wouldn't even be having this conversation with you. Or the conversation would have gone a little differently. But Porsha ass was lying. If I did something messed up like that, there's no way I would say I do or don't remember. That's something to easily forget, but it's for her because it's normal for Porsha to do low blows. Right. Like, you would remember telling Dennis to fire your cousin. Now, Londy, on the flip side, it sounds like you probably needed to be fired. Girl, you forgot to put the baby oil in the plastic bag and then the baby oil spilled all over her Chanel bag. Girl, you probably needed to be fired. But again, her issue was, it wasn't even so much that she got fired. It was how she got fired. She was sitting there. Porsha had Dom sitting there, and Porsha just said, oh, Dom's my new assistant. You're not my assistant anymore. You don't have to be my assistant anymore. Something. Girl, what the hell? So then Londy says, well, Porsha, I really want us to be closer. I feel like we're not that close. I want us to be closer. She had the nerve to say, well, I'm as close to you as I am to Storm. Well, that proves the point that everybody's been making, that you and Storm ain't that close, because Londy has been clear to say that you and her ain't that close. So now you're just as close to Storm as you are to Londy. Girl, clearly you're not that close to either one of them. So she gon' this, and this is where, what's up? Coming to the stage. Watermelon Sugar. Hey, girl. So then she gonna say, you weren't there for me when I was in an abusive relationship. Londy said, girl, I was in college. She said, I know, that's my point. You weren't there. Girl, what? Wait, what? First of all, who the hell knew you were in an abusive relationship? First of all. Second of all, she is a college student, which means she was somewhere between the ages of 17 to 24. I'm going to give her a couple of years on the back end. Maybe she did the extended route, okay? So she was in college getting an undergrad degree. First of all, she's younger than you. Second of all, how would she know that you needed her if y'all weren't close and you didn't reach out to her? Third of all, how is that your only thing you holding? Listen, it's okay to say, you know what, you're right. We haven't been as close as I would like to have been. And let's get together. Let's make it work. Let's put some effort involved. True story. True story. I did not grow up close to my father's side of the family. My father was the only child, and I have told y'all in the past that my grandmother was a little special, okay? I told y'all that. My grandmother was never married, so there was no granddaddy on my father's side. He was close to his aunts. They helped raise him. But, you know, as life goes on, we just did way more stuff with my mother's side of the family than we did with my father's side of the family. I knew who they, excuse me. I knew who they were, and they knew who I was. And from time to time, there might be a cookout once every couple of years, but it wasn't like a family reunion. It wasn't like a regular get-together. You know, it was just one of those things, right? So a couple of years ago, maybe about 5 or 6 years ago now, I saw my cousin. It was like we had like back-to-back funerals in the family on my father's side of the family. And when we were at the second funeral, it was for one of the younger cousins, you know, gone too soon type of situation. And I was talking to my cousin. I ain't gonna say her name, but I was talking to my cousin. I said, you know what? It's a shame that we only see each other at weddings or at funerals at this point. I said, and we're like close in age. Like it's a couple of us that are like within 3 years of age of each other. And I said, you know, we really need, you know, we need to get each other's phone number. Let's go on and link up on social media and let's make the effort. And she said, you know what? You are absolutely correct. And I'm not going to say that we see each other every day, all day, but I will say over the last 4 years, I have seen them more in the last 4 years, and I probably and talked to them more than I probably have in the last 20 years. Because at a certain point as adults, you just have to make the decision to say we're going to do better, and you just fucking do. It's not about blame. We have never had a conversation about why we didn't grow up together. We have never had a conversation about who did or who didn't invite who to the family cookout. We've never had a conversation about what our parents did or didn't do, grandparents did or didn't do. We just decided that we were going to be friends. And we've done it. So in that conversation, Porsha, that's all you had to say to that girl was, well, you know what? Let's do better. Let's do better. And that's it. That's all. But no, what you decide to do is get up from the table and throw a damn tantrum while you are still mic'd. Once again, bravo, production. You must have thought they were your friend. You must have thought they were on your side because you were sitting there with that hot mic on, cussing and fussing, talking about you tired of this bullshit and it's not worth it and this and this and this and that. And the production telling you family is important, Porsha. Family is important, Porsha. Playing the bullshit game, and you talking about you tired of this and you tired of everybody blaming you for everything, and you tired of everybody making it about you and making it your fault, and you tired of this and you tired of that. Mind you, you got a mic on and we can hear the whole thing, girl. So then she comes back to the table. Now here go Londy crying, talking about, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to make you mad. Porsha gonna say, what's up, Miss Toby? Porsha gonna say, I'm not mad, sis. Bitch, you just had a whole tantrum. Girl, I said, Porsha, you a liar. Like, you're not even a little liar. You a liar. I said, girl, you just had a whole meltdown. Child, she came back to that table, and I don't know why Londy was crying either, because when I saw Londy crying, I was like, why is she crying? I don't know why Londy ass was crying, child. Don't get me telling no lies. I don't know what that was about. But it was a mess because she came back to the table like nothing was wrong, like she wasn't mad, like it wasn't a problem. And once again, Porsha, your true colors are shown. Production shows them. It's a lie. It's a lie. That's what I'd have done, C. Golden. I'd have been like, oh, I'm done with this shit. And Porsha wasn't moved. Porsha ain't care about that girl sitting in line. So then, Dennis told her she a liar. Dennis did tell her she was a liar. Listen, Dennis wasn't playing with her. We're going to get to that. Dennis wasn't playing with her. Hold on a quick second, y'all. Look, let me share this with y'all. The journal of the day this is my journal of the day. Y'all can shop it on Amazon.com. Hold on, let me share the link while I run real quick. Let me share my screen while I run real quick. I got to go get my tea. Y'all know I'm still on this cleanse, honey. I got to go get my tea. It's steeping, and I don't want it to steep too much. That's the newest one. It's my book club journal. And the book club is back, y'all. Did y'all get the book yet? I'm going to have to put the book up on the screen, too. The book club is back. Uh-oh. All right. Sorry about that, y'all. Y'all can get that on Amazon.com, honey. Book club journal. And the book club is back. We will be discussing chapters 1 through 3 next week. So everybody got a chance to get. You got your Virgo journal. Thank you for your support. Thank you for your support. Oh, thank you, Creative Diva, for becoming a member. Thank you. I got some membership stuff coming up soon too. You are just in time, honey. I got some membership stuff coming up, honey. You are just in time. Y'all, I didn't bring nothing in here to stir this. Ooh, that's hot. All right. So I love a little twist when she said the camera can only show what you give it. Well, yes, it can. All right. And just in case, one more time real quick. This is the novel that we're going to be reading over on the book club channel. Tamron Hall as the Wicked Watch. Y'all, it is good so far. I don't know how many of y'all have ordered it already, but we're going to be discussing chapters 1 through 3 later on this week. I'll give y'all the exact time and I'll post it, but we're going to be discussing that later on this week. I'm sorry, that was just a brief interlude. Let's get back to the review. Okay, let's get back to the review. Let me get rid of this. All right, let's get back to the review. So now, while this is going on, thank you for becoming a member, Creative Diva. Mwah! Welcome. What's up, Jonathan? I don't know who Porsha pissed off in production, but they are not her friend. Listen, I feel like this because she was trying to spin it. Like, again, it's only but so much they can do with what you get them. And shouts out to whoever does Pilar's hair. Her hair was so pretty, the way her hair was done. Shouts out to who does Pilar's hair, girl. Anyway, so now while all of this mess was going on, Auntie Liz had a meeting with Dennis. And again, it was a great meeting. Auntie Liz let Dennis know that, she don't blame him for nothing, that he is a good father and not let anything get in the way of raising Pilar and being a good dad to Pilar. She invited him to come to the Hosea Williams, the opening of the new food bank, the new location, because it's already existed, but the new okay. Hey, what's up, Naturally Mar? Hey, boo. But he said he was gonna be in Detroit. He wasn't gonna be able to make it. I think that was supposed to be the finale. I think that was supposed to be the final scene, was all of them reunited after Mexico. Because remember how they took the picture and they were like Mexico reunion. But I think because Porsha and Dennis couldn't be there, they decided to film this bonus scene, which totally backfired on Porsha. But we're gonna get to that. But I really think that everybody was supposed to be at the Hosea Williams opening, and that was they were going to end it on like a good note because all of the family was there. Because let's be clear, Dom ain't had no reason to be there. Why was Dom there? Auntie Liz don't even like him. Anyway. Listen, Auntie Liz keeps it real. Then Auntie Liz... That's what I'm about to talk about, Miss Toby. Then Auntie Liz gonna tell Dennis, well, I really would like for you to come to the opening because then you can meet the real Williams family. Auntie Liz. Yeah. Auntie Liz. Auntie Liz said, Auntie Liz said, y'all, that Hosea Williams had 7 children. And Porsha and them ain't the real people. That Diane was never part of the family. So this is what I gather. And I feel like we knew this already, that Porsha mama never married her daddy. And I almost get the impression that Porsha mama was a side chick. Do y'all know that to be true? Who know? Who heard that? What's the name of the book club page? One of my mods, do y'all still have it? It's ReallyB1. Is it ReallyB_1, I think. Can y'all drop the link, please? The book club page in the link. I think it's ReallyB_1. ReallyBTV_1. I'm sorry, ReallyBTV_1. Oh, we're gonna get D Heavenland, we're gonna get there. Oh, we're gonna get there. Cause I got some words for Simon's bitch ass. Sorry, but we're gonna get there. But I feel like Porsha mama was a side chick. That's what I heard, Ellen. I heard she was the side chick. But even if she won't the side chick, she certainly was never accepted by the Hosea Williams family. She definitely was never accepted. That's what it seemed like to me. You think she was a fling? There it is right there, y'all. Thank you, Watermelon Sugar. That's the book club. Thank you, little baby. Both of them dropped it. That's my mom has to be on it. They were married. Okay, so Lyric's mom said that she thought they were married. Was Porsha's father married to Lauren's mom all along, and Miss Diane was the sneaky link? Listen, I get the impression that, and I'm gonna tell you why I get the impression that Lauren's dad was married to Lauren's mom. Because remember last season or the season before last on the Real Housewives of Atlanta, where they were talking about Lauren and Porsha were talking about the relationship, and Porsha said how she was jealous of Lauren because Lauren had the full-time daddy. Remember she said that? So I don't know if Miss Diane was the sneaky link, but certainly Miss Diane, I don't think got the ring. I don't think they were ever married. I could be wrong, but I don't think they were ever married. But Lauren grew up in the family because Lauren's the father was actually married to Lauren's mother. So Lauren grew up in the Williams family. Porsha did not. And she said that this was part of the reason why she wanted this one big happy family. Girl, when she said later on in this episode that she wanted to go from being romantic with Dennis to looking at Dennis like a brother. Did y'all see Dennis' face? Yeah, the face he made was the face I made. Girl, if you don't go sit your ass down somewhere. If you don't go sit your ass down somewhere. Who was the mother of the 2 brothers' child? Listen, now I don't know. That's a good question. I believe Terrence, he calls her the street corner. You know what? I'm not doing this with Terrence. I ain't doing this with Terrence. That's why she's a Williams. They divorced when Porsha was little, elementary age. Okay. Well, that don't mean that's why she got his last name. There's a whole lot of people that got their daddy last name, but the mom and the daddy was never married. But I don't know. So I'm going to go by what y'all telling me. Porsha has a brother with her mom. Okay. I think Porsha still loves Dennis. Oh, yeah. Absolutely. She just sees money with Simon, or so she thinks. Well, right, brother. Right, in my Soldier Boy voice. All right. Had to wet my whistle a little bit. All right, let's get back to this. They have a child now. The brother, she's a whole mess. Right. Like, girl, if you don't go sit down somewhere, nobody got time for this bull. So I thought that was funny. Like, Auntie Liz, she talking about something. I probably should stop saying that, huh? I mean, girl, say how you feel. She said the real Williams family. Anyway, but Dennis said he couldn't make it because he's gonna be in Detroit. So next we see Porsha. Well, Porsha was talking to her mom and telling her mama how awkward it was being in the hospital with Dennis for 2 days. I don't know nobody care about that. Okay, fine. Whatever. Then we see Porsha cooking dinner for Simon. She wanted to make him an authentic Nigerian meal. She had the chef come in. They made some meat patties, but then she still had to order more food because meat patties wasn't enough for Simon thick ass. Okay, listen. If Simon don't stop squozing himself up in them skinny jeans and them too tight shirts, Simon wardrobe look like he's gained some weight but refuses to buy bigger clothes. That's what it looked like. That's what it looked like. His outfits look like he's gained some pounds but refuses to get bigger clothes. We have to do a biography reading on Hosea Williams. Yeah, we can do that. Because Hosea Williams is definitely a prominent figure of the civil rights movement. Like, that's no bullshit. Like, he's very prominent. Very much a part of the movement. Very much a part of the movement. Matter of fact, if you guys have ever seen what's the name of that movie? Selma. If you've ever seen Selma, my boy, oh God, the actor, I can't think of his name now. He was on The Wire, Heavyset. He played Bunk on The Wire. He played Hosea Williams in Selma. I cannot think of his real name, and I hate it because he's one of my favorite actors, and it's escaping me right now. But he played Hosea Williams in Selma. So that's how prominent he was. You know what I'm saying? Yes, Silverback Simon, child. Simon wardrobe will be nice. Right, if it fit. It's giving midlife crisis like he's trying to look younger. Child. Not looking like Martell's daddy. He wearing Dennis clothes. Oh, y'all are a mess. Wendell Pierce, thank you. And here come El Teddy swooping down from the bushes. Thank you, boo. Wendell Pierce, yes. So, yeah, he's definitely very prominent. But I knew from season 1 that the shit was for Gazy when it came to Porsha and Hosea Williams. When she's sitting there bragging on her granddaddy, but I mean, are we going to bring up the Underground Railroad? Because here's the thing. A part of me doesn't believe that Porsha didn't really know what the Underground Railroad was. But my problem is, of all the things that you could play dumb about, that's what you choose to play dumb about? Girl, stop. Y'all saw Dennis post called Porsha's sister. I don't know what that means, Smile. Dennis post called Porsha's sister. According to, what's that, Sparkle Golden? According to local Atlanta news, Porsha's father was married to Lauren's mother, but not Porsha's mother. Okay. Right. Or Michael from Waiting to Exhale. Yeah. You went way back with that one, Ellen. But he's one of my favorite actors. And Lil Baby, do not bring up nothing about The Wire. I'm going to surprise you one day. I just can't tell you what day that's going to be. Anyway, so my only thing with this whole thing with Porsha cooking Simon dinner, because I don't care nothing about it, was Simon came in there with his signed divorce papers. And he said, and Porsha said, it normally doesn't take his attorneys this long to reach a settlement. I want y'all to think about that for a second. It normally doesn't take his lawyers that long to reach a settlement. Now listen, I'm not going to sit here and say it's anything wrong if you decide to marry somebody that's been married before. I ain't about to say that because listen, it happens, okay? Shit happens. But when you have to say it normally doesn't take, that means that his lawyers are used to dealing with not just his divorce settlements, but his prenups. I'm just saying, y'all. I'm just saying. There you go, CC Freak. That is a lot. Like, it's one thing to, just like when he said he keep a moving company on call so he can hurry up and get them out when it's time to move. Now, according to Tisa Talks, according to Tisa Talks, Porsha's name ain't on the deed to that new house. Now, that's what she said. Now, that's what she said. Now, that's what she said. Porsha's name ain't on the deed to that new house. So when he get ready for you to move out, he gonna call his moving company. That's why you ain't sold that house and you just let Mama Diane move into the master. I'm sorry, they don't call it master no more. The featured suite. That's it. Now that's according to Tisa Talks. Now Tisa is usually right. Tisa be getting the tea. I don't know who she know down to the Atlanta, baby, but she be getting the tea. Okay. Anyway, I believe it too, little baby. I believe Porsha name ain't on nothing. I believe it. Porsha name ain't even on the damn cable bill, child. Oh, thank you, Malicia. Thank you so much. Oh, mwah. Thank you, doll. Right. She done quit all her jobs except for that go naked hair and them bed sheets. Anybody in here ever bought any of them bed sheets? Anybody bought them bed sheets? Porsha be selling? Right. Keeping her house was one of the smartest things she's done. You ain't lying. You convinced Lauren is Tisa's source. Ooh, lyrics. You know what? She definitely got an inside scoop because she knew everything. It's kind of like what we were talking about with Ultimate Girls Trip. Somebody that was on that trip was tweeting and telling people, the TMZ, what was going on because they knew word for word what was happening on that trip. And Tisa gets all the inside scoop because remember, Tisa told us it was a fight before we knew there was a fight. She told us there was a fight back when they filmed it. They say the sheets are really nice. Yeah, I mean, that sheets probably are because it's just her name on it. It ain't like she making them. They probably are though. I heard the hair's nice. The go naked, I heard her hair's nice. Simon is no dummy. He knows why she's there. He knows why he's there. That man has retained most of his money by being stingy. Well, not only that, but he's done this before. Like, this is what he does. He has a history of this. So he's not new to this. He true to this. You know what I'm saying? So let's go on and get through this, child, y'all. We almost done. We almost at the good part. So then we get to the opening for the Hosea Williams situation. And I implore all of you guys that live in the city of Atlanta, y'all go visit, go make a donation. It is the largest food bank in the region, in that region. That I don't know what region that is. Southern Atlantic. I don't know what that region. I don't know what it's called. I'm not being funny. I don't know what the region, what they mean when they say region, but it's the largest food bank in the region. I think she said they fed over 50,000 people last year. And this is a new facility. She raised $2 million for this facility. So I told y'all the next time I go to Atlanta, I want to go visit it and I'm gonna make me a donation, honey. But if y'all are in the area, y'all, especially these days, I know they got some snow down to the Atlanta. It ain't stick, but it's still snow, child. Y'all go and make y'all some donations. Anyway. So, and it's owned and operated by Black women. Yes. So, Porsha couldn't make it. She sent a video explaining that, and she was upset. And I'm gonna give her that because I felt that Pilar wasn't eating. She was dehydrated. They were taking her to the hospital, and we saw that the hospital kept her. So it must have been serious. The hospital kept her until she ate again. What is that? Ascension Intentions with Goody Gabor? Because I know you're not a troll. What's that? SQU woes? Are you saying squoze? Because I know you're not a troll, boo. So I know that's not one of them crazy. What you trying to say? You saying squoze? Like how Simon be in his clothes? Squoze? Squoze up in his clothes? Squoze. So, so Porsha couldn't make it. And the uniform for the family was red top and overalls, because that was what Hosea Williams, that was sort of his uniform. He said he never wanted to get so ahead of the people that he couldn't, that people think he was too big or too good for them or whatever. So in place of Porsha, Simon shows up. And Simon almost got knocked upside his bald head. Okay, let me tell you why. Girl sounded out. I sounded it out. Squoze. Fallon says Simon still owe her money. Child, he ain't give it $100,000. She ain't give it $100,000. He ain't got that. Moving on. So Simon gonna come up to Auntie Liz and talk about some. As the granddaughter to Hosea Williams, y'all really need to show Porsha more respect. Let me tell you something, Simon. Who the fuck are you to come up in here talking to Auntie Liz like that? Like, I don't play them games. Like, I feel like she my auntie. And she better than me, because what she should have done was knocked you upside your head and told you who the fuck you think you talking to like that. Like, the face she made, it said a lot, but it ain't say enough, okay? And I know that Auntie Liz is a woman of God, because all she did was gave you the old lady church response. Well, bless your heart. No, she said, God bless you. God bless you. I said, who the hell is Simon to come up in here? First of all, you don't know how they've been treating Porsha. You know what Porsha told you about how they've been treating Porsha. You don't know nothing about that. And second of all, what you mean how they've been treating Porsha? It seems to me like Porsha is the one that got them together all with some bullshit. Let's be a family. Let's be one big happy family, just to exploit them and create a TV show that she can make some money off of. She ain't know these people like that. She barely even talked to these people. But when she need them, she called them, and here they come. Auntie Liz said that she thought she was doing a TV show about the civil rights movement and how her family was involved in Porsha's, new calling to be an activist. She didn't know she was going to be lining her chakras down to the Mexico. And here you are talking about y'all really need to treat Porsha better. How, sir? How, Sway? What is it that you think that the family has been doing that is so bad to Porsha Williams? Her sister's still riding around in a Hyundai. Boy, bye. Simon has made a sport of doing the wrong thing at the wrong time, acting like she's the only grandchild. Right? The man had 7 children. Well, not Porsha daddy, but Porsha's daddy. Hosea Williams has 7 children. Do you know how many grandchildren are probably running around the city of Atlanta? What's up, Miss Honey? Porsha okay with Dennis disrespecting her family to the point of violence, but her fiance over here being disrespectful and nothing has been said. Okay, child. And Auntie Liz just hit him with the God bless you. See, people don't know with them good Southern Christian women, that is code for kiss my ass. That's what that is. That is code for kiss my ass. The look she gave him was, who you talking to? And the response was, kiss my ass. I said, who does he think he talking to? Y'all, I ain't lying. I got mad up in here like that's my real auntie. Ooh. Anyway, child, they had to open in. They took pictures. Everything was cool. We get this final scene between Porsha and Dennis. It's 4 months later. Now, this must be the conversation that Porsha was talking about back at the beginning, like maybe week 2 of the show, where Porsha said she just had a conversation with Dennis and it got really nasty. And that's when she started talking about how Dennis don't take care of his child and don't give her no money financially or whatever. I said, oh, this must be the conversation. She probably tweeted as soon as she got home, child, because this must be the conversation she was talking about. Because if this conversation was 4 months after they finished filming the show, and the show was filmed 6 months ago, like Porsha said, then that would have put it about 2 months ago that they had this conversation. This is episode 7 minus a week for Christmas. That timeline adds up, right? Y'all see how I did that. So Porsha is behind Auntie Liz in the funeral procession. Child. It was the wrong place. Yeah, because she wasn't going, you're right, she wasn't going to cause no scene down to her situation. Child. I saw he was saying something about her adopted name in his IG post. Who? Oh, you talking to somebody else. Okay. Whose husband? Auntie Liz's husband? Child. So, they've been having problems with the co-parenting situation. Now, here's what it sounds like to me, because I'm going to cut through all this bullshit. Here's what it sounds like to me. Porsha wants Dennis to only be involved in custody. She doesn't care anything about Dennis. She doesn't want Dennis to be involved in anything else outside of the custody, right? And I say that because of this. First, they sat down and Dennis started talking about how's the engagement going? Well, where are you moving? Now, she hurt Dennis' little feelings when she said they was moving into the city. Because remember, that was a big argument with them because Dennis was like, I have, my commute is so long, and Porsha wouldn't even consider moving into the city when the two of them were dating. Remember, it was basically, you got to, you living in my house or, oh, well. And that's why he kept his apartment in the city, and he would stay at his apartment. And that's probably what got his ass in trouble, was keeping that apartment in the city. But anyway, so I think that hurt his feelings a little bit. So then he kept asking her, what part of the city? Now, I don't blame Porsha for not wanting to be specific on camera. I get that part. But all she had to say was, I'll send you the address. And I think that would have been the end of it. So then she said, well, it'll be closer to Pilar's school. Dennis was like, whoa, what you mean her school? Shouldn't that be a conversation, a decision we make together? And you could, again, Porsha always give herself away when she lied. The look on her face, she lied. She talking about well, we haven't decided yet, but I mean, and Dennis was like, yeah, like that's a conversation. That's a decision we should be making together. She said, well, I mean, I can come up with a list of schools and then we can dwindle them down. No, you weren't going to include him on that conversation or that decision because you didn't think you had to. Now you want to come up with a schedule for custody, but you don't want to talk to him about. And Dennis was like, see, that's the problem. He said, that's why I sent them papers, because we need to get an understanding on how this is going to work. You don't get to just put her in whatever school you want to put her in. I'm a part of the whole conversation when it comes to her schooling, when it comes to religion, when it comes to her travel. Did you hear him say that how one night they just jumped up in the middle of the night and flew to London and he didn't know nothing about it? You don't get to do that, Porsha, because what you don't get to do is want him to be a daddy the way you want him to be a daddy. You don't get to do that. And so she said, what papers? I didn't get any papers. He said, well, we'll just let a judge decide. Ooh, when Porsha heard judge, baby, she said, what you talking about? We must be talking about two totally different things, because the papers I sent you were just papers so that we could come up with a schedule and figure out holidays and weekends. And, oh, baby, the minute she said, but you talking about a judge, so what does that mean? What does that mean? Baby, Porsha got so in her feelings when she heard judge. That's when she started letting it go. She said, Dennis, don't do this. Don't act like you're here. You're not even here half the time. Don't do that. Now, up until this point, Dennis been the best daddy in the world. Y'all have done a great, according to you, not me, according to you, Dennis has been the best dad in the world. Now, all of a sudden, he ain't never around. Now, all of a sudden, he don't give you no money. Now, Dennis sort of agreed with Porsha that he don't give her no money. Now, Dennis, this is the part I'm going to have to disagree with you on, boo. Just because Porsha got money doesn't mean you don't owe Porsha money. But here's my problem with the flip side. Porsha, it doesn't get to be a problem just because you mad. If you hadn't had a problem with the arrangement up until now, you don't get to have, you do legally, but it's not fair to Dennis that now all of a sudden you want to start calling him like he ain't doing nothing for the child. All you do is pay for her school. But I bet you when you send Pilar over Dennis's house, I bet you ain't got to send nothing but maybe a little. You probably don't even have to send nothing, honestly. I'm sure that man got enough clothes at his house for Pilar. I'm sure he's got enough toys for Pilar. I'm sure that he's got whatever she needs at his house. You don't pay for nothing. You ain't got to send no clothes. And I'm sure it's the same level and quality. If she wearing Gucci at your house, she wearing Gucci at his house. If she wearing, Louboutin slippers at your house, she wearing Louboutin slippers at his house. So I'm sure that he is maintaining a residence that is equal to what you got going on at your house. But again, if you want child support, then take him to court and get child support. But don't sit here now and try to turn it like he a deadbeat or like he ain't there, because that's not fair, because that's not true. But what you don't get to do is only want him to be a father the way you want him to be a father. So it's okay for him to come and take Pilar and keep him for a week or however y'all been doing it, so you can go to Costa Rica or you could go do what you want to do with your new boo. But when it come to where it's time for Pilar to go to school, he don't have no say so. That's not right. That's not fair. That's not how this works. Right? Oh yeah, absolutely, Lyrics Mom. I know he spent money. Porsha doesn't want a judge involved because then she can't control and be manipulative when it comes to Pilar and custody. Oh yeah, she definitely don't want no judge involved. We didn't go to court and he didn't give me money. What I had was my days to myself when his dad had him. When you have joint custody, you don't need to mix funds. Right. And that's the thing too, Ascension. That's the other part too. If they end up with joint custody and it's equal, and I'm not saying, because again, we know it goes state by state. Because my cousin had joint custody and he still paid out the ass for child support. So it doesn't mean you won't pay child support, but it is a state by state, case by case situation. In their case, depending on how nasty it gets, Dennis may not have to pay Porsha anything. Maybe not. And again, I don't know the laws of the state of Georgia, child. But she don't want those Atlanta courts in their business because they aren't gung-ho on handling full custody over to women and huge child support payments. Dennis don't owe Porsha. The only thing Dennis need to do is take care of his child. I agree it's not fair, but I wish he wouldn't get the judge involved. I've been there and you know what you are going to get. I hope they can work it out. I'm going to say this. I don't know Dennis from a hole in the wall. In Georgia, both parents' income are included. Oh, well, if Porsha income included, then yeah, she might not get nothing because Porsha good. But I'm going to say this. From where I sit. I believe that Dennis would not have gone to the extreme of a court situation if he didn't feel like he had to. That's just my opinion. I don't know Dennis from a hole in the wall, y'all. But the fact that they haven't gone to court up until this point, I do feel like, and then Porsha had a nerve to say that Dennis apologized to her, but she didn't apologize to him. You didn't feel like you owed him an apology? I'm sorry, I forgot to say that part. You didn't feel like you owed that man an apology? Wow. Dennis don't owe Porsha anything. Oh, I said that. I read that already. I don't blame Dennis. He pays for the school and probably helps. Yeah, he probably pays for healthcare. Mm-hmm. So I'm just sitting here like, Porsha, once again, your slip is showing, because once again, what you're showing us is you only want it the way you want it. You don't want it the way that it's going to be fair to Pilar and to Dennis. You want what you want. You only wanted to come up with a calendar so you would know what days Dennis was going to have the baby and what days Dennis wasn't going to have the baby. Baby, by the time the food came, Dennis told that lady to go on to keep that food because he was going to pay his bill and get out of there. He told her to keep the food. He didn't even touch it. I know that's right. He didn't even touch the food, okay? He said, keep that because I'm about to get up out of here. He called his Uber and everything. He said, y'all can keep that. Right, Porsha picking up Pilar in the middle of the night to go to London with Simon isn't going to help in court. Nope. No man wants to go to court unless they have... Right, too many men don't... Yeah, especially a black man. Nah, I think if Dennis actually sent her papers, I believe that it was because he felt like he had to. Porsha doesn't think about nobody but herself. Some judges don't go by the law, Some of them rude with their own beliefs. I have stories. My daughter is still traumatized, but that's another story. Yeah, and don't get me wrong, Tracy. I get where you coming from, baby. I do. But I don't think Dennis did that lightly. I don't think Dennis did that without thinking, and I don't think Dennis did that lightly. Honestly, I don't. Honestly, I don't. And then Porsha had the nerve to say, he just showing off for the cameras. Girl, what you been doing? What you been doing throughout this whole show? Girl, it's showing off for the cameras. Excuse me. Went down the wrong way. Excuse me, y'all. Excuse me, y'all. Sorry. Ooh. George just wanted to stay. Ooh. The Place Fair with fathers. Ooh. Ludacris and Usher. Both of them got custody of their children. Ooh, Lord, y'all. Sorry. Ooh, my eyes watering. It went down the wrong way. I need a second to get myself together. They filmed this after Storm's accusations. Ooh. Oh, well, yeah, I don't blame him either. In Atlanta, if a man goes in and puts himself on child support, the amount he submits is taken. I don't think the woman can fight it. Atlanta courts aren't always on the woman's side. Really, I totally understand. He feels like he has no choice, and I get it. But I do hope they can get it without the court. Wasn't Georgia the state where the old child support calculations were unconstitutional? Thank you, Miss Honey, baby. That must have worked, because I'm fine now. That must have worked, Miss Honey. Thank you, boo. Honey said, release that throat, Satan. Thank you, honey. Thank you. I wouldn't be surprised if Porsha hasn't become more of a tyrant since Simon entered the picture. She seems to think Dennis isn't needed now that she has a fiance. I'm going to say this. I think the show, how things went on the show, I think Porsha knew that it wasn't going to make her look good. I think, yes, Simon's money. But I also think that Porsha doesn't want to answer to anybody. And she would, and in a co-parenting situation, she does have to answer to Dennis, especially something like a school. Like, here's the thing. And I know that Georgia may not be as bad as like a place like New York. But when you are at a certain, level financially, you want your child to go to the best schools, which means it starts at preschool. So you know that Porsha already know what school she want her child to go to. She done probably already applied, maybe even already got approved. And that's why she gave Simon that look when Simon said something to her about, well, what you mean? Shouldn't we be deciding about schools together? Because you've never had that conversation with Dennis. You've never had that conversation with him, which means that you never intended to have that conversation with him. Because why wouldn't you talk to him about what school you want your daughter to go to? If you're thinking about it, it's a conversation. Now, it would be one thing if y'all had the conversation and Dennis said, well, I trust your judgment. Let me know when you figure out the top two and we'll do a visit. But it doesn't sound like that's how Dennis feels. It sounds like Dennis wants to be included in the conversation. He said as far as her travel is concerned, and again, I believe Dennis, especially now that Porsha is with Simon and he got his private jet and they flying down to Costa Rica and stuff. I believe him when he says that she just gets up and goes whenever she feels like it and doesn't let him know. And again, you don't tell me my child is going to London. You talk to me and you get permission for me to take my child to London. Because unless you have sole custody or primary custody, you don't get to just pick up and take my child out of the country without me knowing about it. You don't do that. Excuse me. After watching this show, I wonder how many mic moments have happened on Real Housewives of Atlanta that producers didn't show in order to protect Porsha. Well, word on the curb is Porsha has been able to get a lot of stuff taken out, and that's probably what she thought she was going to be able to do with this show, is be able to get stuff taken out or edited out or whatever. That's what I had heard. I see 2 strikes against Porsha in the courts. She better quit playing before Dennis takes her in and files for joint custody. Right, because, listen, it ain't a good look. It ain't a good look. Right, with an alleged stranger. Because, again, let's go by your timeline. Now, I don't believe, now, listen. Oh, I saw this on Scotty's live earlier today. Shouts out to Scotty by Nature. Y'all go check out. He did a live earlier. And some of y'all were in that live. And I don't know where he got it from. So if I'm not giving credit to the right person, y'all let me know in the chat. Because I don't know where he got it from. But I need to go back and look at the reunion from last year. Because allegedly, Kenya found out that Porsha was messing around with Simon behind Fallon's back. And Kenya was the one that told Fallon. And at the reunion last year, allegedly, when Porsha and Marlo got to arguing, Marlo made the comment, I know who you dating and you don't want me to tell nobody, so you better leave me alone, or something to that effect. Baby, I need to go back and look at that because they said that Marlo was talking about Simon because everybody knew. Dennis has to be proactive in everything. Have your own list of schools, activities, clothing, etc. you want for PJ. Usually it's above where the kid spends most of the time physically with regards to child support. So y'all, he got it from Tisa Tales. See, I'm telling y'all, Tisa Tales, y'all, if y'all better get into Tisa Tales. If y'all ain't watching Tisa Tales, y'all better go over there and get into it. And tell her I sent you. You better tell her Really B sent y'all over there. But y'all better get into it. It's the interviewers on Tisa Tales. See, I don't listen. Y'all know I can't get to everything, child. Y'all know I can't get to everything. But baby, I gotta go back. Now I need to go back and look at that reunion. I think I remember something about that because I remember thinking, because I just thought they were talking about Bolo or somebody, child. But I do remember that. I remember Marlo saying something about who Porsha was dating, but it didn't even, it ain't stick with me like that. He should take her to court because right now it seems that he has no say. Especially if Porsha's relationship with his mother doesn't get any better. Because what he doesn't want is for Porsha to come back later and use that as a reason. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't trust Porsha. I don't trust her. But anyway, y'all, that is Porsha's Family Matters, or as Family of Lies, as Kempire Daily calls it. She says long-winded. I usually check her out 45 minutes. I ain't gonna say all that, but I'm gonna say if you can sit through it, you could get through. But now from my understanding, I heard that they are not bringing back a season 2. Let me say this. Porsha may have, because you never know what Bravo gonna do, child. But Porsha may have fumbled the bag. And I'm going to tell you why. Because no matter what happens between her and Simon, she's got a built-in season 2. Had she not fumbled season 1 so badly. And I'm going to tell you why. If her and Simon stay together, what's Simon's big thing? Mwah. If her and Simon stay together and actually get married, she gets a whole wedding special. We've seen Candy get one. We've seen Nene get one. That could be, we saw Kim Zolciak get one. That could be season 2. Season 2 could be the whole wedding. That could be season 2. She could be the whole bridezilla. She could, all of that. If they break up, there's your season 2. I thought he was the one. He lied to me. He deceived me. Blah, 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 blah. And we could see her and Simon rebuilding their relationship. She had a built-in season 2. No matter which way this relationship with Simon goes, she had a built-in season 2. But because season 1 was fumbled so badly, and let's be clear. Let's be clear. All of us would have tuned in for the train wreck that is season 2. We would have. We'd have tuned in for the train wreck of season 2. Y'all know we would have, child. Let's just go and call a spade a spade. We'd have tuned in for she definitely would have had that built in season 2. But I heard on, like I said, word on the curb is there is no season 2. Oh, thank you. Somebody, I heard my phone go off. Somebody sent me the Cash App. Mwah. Thank you. You know, I don't call names because I don't call people legal names. But thank you so much. Mwah. Appreciate it. Much appreciated. Y'all loving on me today. I got me a super chat and a Cash App. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. She pissed Bravo off. They're not going to give her a wedding special. That's what I'm saying. But that's what I'm saying. Had she done this right, this child, she could have got a wedding special out of this. Simon is too boring. Child, yeah, don't nobody want to watch Simon. Child, don't nobody want to watch Simon. I only watch Porsha's train wreck reviews. I think she's lost support behind this relationship, so I don't think a wedding special would be as lucrative as she thinks. Yeah, she definitely has lost a lot of support. And whatever support she didn't lose before all of this, she lost a lot of support through the show. This show, I mean, there was some diehard Porsha stans that are giving her the side eye. Porsha is not compatible with Dennis or Simon. Child. I don't know who she is, child. Well, y'all, let me get ready to get out of here. First of all, I want to thank that we had up to, I think we had my high, I think was 114 in the chat. So if you are not subscribed to the channel, please hit that subscribe button. It is free 99. And if you didn't hit that like button, please go on and hit the like button. It is much appreciated. Tonight, y'all are going to get Salt Lake City review. You're going to get Growing Up Hip Hop review because I already recorded those. I just got to upload them. Don't know what else y'all gonna get, but y'all gonna get a couple of more things because I'm behind y'all. I'm trying to get caught up. So y'all gonna get a couple of more things. Y'all gonna get a couple of more things. Some point this week, y'all are gonna get a teacher project. Last week, El Teddy was recovering from some things he had going on, and y'all know I was doing this cleanse that sort of wiped me out, child. I ain't had no energy, honey. I ain't had no energy. And but we back on it this week, child. We back on it this week. So please and thank you. And I will catch up with y'all probably tomorrow. Don't forget, check out for those of you the book club later on this week. We'll be discussing chapters 1 through 3 of Tamron Hall's book As the Wicked Watch. And again, it is good. I've had to stop myself from reading because I don't want to read too far ahead, but it is really, really good. Again, you can get it for free from the library. You can get it on your Kindle. You can, order a copy through Amazon. It is in my Amazon storefront. So if you go to my Amazon storefront and you go into books, it's right there under the book club. And if you like books, y'all go ahead and subscribe to the book club channel. It's ReallyBTV _1. And that's what we'll be. But I'll make the announcement on what day we're going to discuss chapters 1 through 3. And I will see y'all there. Everybody have a happy Monday. Please, once again, happy birthday to Martin Luther King. Thank you for your legacy. Thank you for your leadership. Rest in power. And we're out. Mwah. Peace.